What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, The Walking Dead, Season 11, Episode number 11. And we got a really close look at the Commonwealth in this last episode. We saw what life is like. They were celebrating Halloween, and they had like a haunted house and like the maze thing. It's like...
with actual zombies.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Cool.
That's kind of... Well, there were actors. There was an actor in there. But...
you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was still... like, it seems like... this many years into a zombie apocalypse, I don't think I'd be using a zombie funhouse as a way to enjoy myself. Just saying.
Doesn't seem very fun.
It felt like a very odd episode because of the world we're living in right now. Even when things were going good in certain communities that we've seen over the years, there's always been this like element of threat. When they're here in that episode, it felt like there was no threat. They were partying. There's masquerade balls going on. Obviously, they have like the training for their military, which was a little intense, where they have like the staged walkers and these training simulations. But outside of that, it just felt odd that we were watching The Walking Dead living in such like a peaceful mindset of a world where it's like little girls have allowances and they're like buying each other gifts and like, oh, you're my friend. Here's a present. It's like, where are we right now? Yeah. What world are we in? And it just felt weird, this idea of just, they're basically oblivious to the apocalypse at this point, where obviously certain people are tasked to focus and worry about that stuff. But for the majority of the people, they're living life.
Yeah.
We've got people working in like bakeries and working as servers, and like everyone's got jobs and they got to worry about money again.
That's what I was going to say. You got to worry about money again.
Which, no thanks. This many years in the apocalypse, that would be such a crazy transition to try to get used to again.
Yeah.
And you saw the scene with Daryl and Judith where Judith's like, can I get an allowance? And Daryl's like, can I get a little kind of more comfortable in my job and then we could talk about it and kind of figure out finances? It's like, damn, that would suck to have to relearn and kind of readapt how to save and spend money within an economy in this new community. It just seems wild, and it felt weird.
I thought we were going to have to throw out math with the apocalypse. Damn it!
Yeah, and the currency and all that stuff is going to be really interesting. And one really kind of funny thought that pops into my head, and obviously this is a show, so there needs to be a story and there needs to be interesting elements that play through. And this obviously isn't the case for every situation. It's just kind of like a recency bias thing. Like, how come every time our crew shows up somewhere, it feels like shit's hitting the fan?
That's what this show does.
Yeah.
We show up, we blow it up.
Yeah, and it's just a situation where it's like, obviously, this whole rebellion against the Commonwealth is something that has been brewing for a while. It's not something new. But it's just funny how Rosita's the one who finds the secret passageway into this room where all these signs and all this posters and basically this revolt is building. And then you've got situations where it's like Daryl, he's training and things are going kind of different with him. And you've got Connie, who's got history with Pamela Milton because she was a reporter before the world ended. And that kind of like dynamic is being built there. Princess is being invited into a party that she probably wasn't supposed to be invited to, because there's, like in real world, there's an invite list and, you know, there's statures and there's certain things within society where, you know, some people don't get to enjoy all this fun stuff. And that's one of the big things that kind of came out of this, is the social structure, and that there's still people in power and then the people down here and people standing outside the door watching people go into a party.
Some bullshit.
In the apocalypse, that just, like, that's a tough thing to deal with in regular society, in regular world that we're living in. Experiencing that in this world is just bonkers to me.
That sucks. That sucks for everybody. Like,
it's rough.
Dude, come on.
And you're seeing Pamela Milton, who's the daughter of a former president, because she said, when my father was in the White House, was he a president or was he just a worker in the White House? I didn't fully catch that. But yeah, she's a politician and they are running politics and they've got their levels, and it's just crazy to see that. But it feels like our crew, like everything's starting to like hit the fan as our crew got there. With that one soldier dude kind of throw his fit conveniently as it's like the first masquerade ball with all of our people there. And you've got Carol sneaking into like these file rooms and pulling files on King Ezekiel and breaking into place and like presenting wine and trying to like get things changed. And it's like, they show up and stuff just happens. And I think it just makes it more interesting for the show, obviously. But after editing the show, my opinion shifted a little bit on the episode. I was kind of like, oh, this episode wasn't that great. And I was kind of down on it initially. But after kind of editing it and kind of seeing it play through again, I have much higher feelings about it now. It was actually a quite interesting episode. It's going to be interesting to see how all this dynamic works and kind of where we're going, because from the moment we've met this crew, the moment we've heard about the Commonwealth, I've had that giant red flag just in the back of my mind. Just like,
absolutely,
this place doesn't feel right.
I don't trust
it doesn't feel normal.
any of these fools.
Yeah, and it's hard to trust them when you see that there's basically a revolt building.
Yeah.
And all this stuff happening. And
everybody just seems so sketchy. Everybody's got like some ulterior motive brewing down below. For what though?
Yeah. And that's life, really. And it's sad to kind of see that people who have experienced this many years into the apocalypse have to adjust back into this type of setup and world, and just...
You'd think that we would be, like, all equal. I mean, especially on this playing field, but they are just trying to not let that happen.
Yeah, I think there always needs to be some kind of structure. If there's gonna... Like, there needs to be a little bit of leadership, obviously. And, like, obviously Rick was always kind of that guy for us.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, Negan for his community and whoever else was running their communities. But there still needs to be a level of equality, I feel like. Under these circumstances, it's like we all got to deal with this shit. We all got to work together
we're all
and survive.
working together to make everything run smoothly, making sure that everybody is fed, everybody is clothed, everybody has weapons, safe, all this.
It'd be nice to implement that in the real world too.
Yeah.
In our world, that would be great. It's just a really difficult thing to kind of see it playing out in the apocalypse, because it just takes things to a whole nother level. And just seeing Daryl in that outfit is just bizarre and weird.
I don't like it.
And
I don't like it.
I think his motives are pretty clear at this point. I think it is really just about the kids and making sure that they have a safe place to live.
He's doing it for the benefit of RJ, Judith,
I did see a
Gracie.
funny comment where Daryl's just like, how the hell did I get stuck with 2 kids all of a sudden? He's like the most lone wolf there is, and he's the one who's basically become dad of 2 children.
I love that so much, though.
It's just so funny. I saw that comment and it made me laugh. I don't remember who it was, so you shut yourself out who made that comment. I thought it was great. He's like, how did Daryl get stuck? He's like, how did I get stuck here responsible for 2 children? This kid's asking me for an allowance. I'm like, don't you know who I am? But we know
I'm a tracker. I'm gonna stay by myself.
We know Daryl loves the kids, so I think his motives are very clear, and I think that's why he's doing what he's doing. And I think kind of in the back of my head, there was a comment like a few episodes ago talking about like his motive to maybe help find Rick. I think that's kind of always in his mind until he finds Rick dead.
Or until Michonne comes back.
Yeah, and I am going to be interested to see if this does tie into that other spin-off show that we watched like 3 episodes of and stopped watching, but I'm keeping up on the news of that show and kind of the storylines, but it does feel like something that could be linked to that and Rick, or with Jadis. And I'm totally brain farting on what her actual name is, because it wasn't Jadis, it was something else. Of course, you'll correct me in the comments. But I'm wondering if there's going to be a tie-in to that, because these massive communities kind of have to kind of know each other. These people have helicopters and shit. There's no way they don't know about the Commonwealth. But we'll kind of see where all that ties in and where that goes. But I'm a little higher on the Commonwealth storyline. I'm just trying to find kind of that connection and that investment into the storyline. It just feels weird. And first episode where we get like a whole episode in the Commonwealth, shit starts hitting the fan a little bit. So I'm going to be kind of interested to see how they handle all this.
Yeah, I mean, like, as it should start hitting the fan. We need some type of conflict in order to progress the story.
So yeah, any other thoughts?
Nah.
All right, we're going to jump into this one. Walking Dead, season 11, episode 11. Let's go. Oh, there's Eugene. Mm-hmm. Where's he at? We didn't see him at all last episode.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Aww.
What in the name of little billy goats are you doing?
I woke up early and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I started reading your novel. I'm almost finished.
I, on the other hand, am nowhere near finished. Several early scenes lack context intentionally, which will be made clear in the subsequent and as of now unwritten chapters.
So he's writing a book.
I'm merely just trying to retroactively manage your expectations, is all.
I love it, and I'm really proud of you.
Aw, Eugene. Remember where he started.
Right?
Does Kansas City have the world's best barbecue? I'd like to know.
I was thinking about you yesterday while I was getting my knife sharpened.
Should I be alarmed here?
No, the thought which sprang to mind was decidedly non-homicidal. At any rate, this particular cutler also happens to be a key cutter. I want to very much see more of you. Just with your job taking up so much of your time as of late, I just figured this might make things a little bit easier. In case it is not clear, it is a key to my apartment.
Taking the next step.
Stephanie, I love you.
I love you too.
Good for Eugene. As long as this is all real.
I know, I'm terrified for him.
There's still so many questionable things going on around here.
Okay, but this makes me worried now. Something good happened, so now something bad has to happen.
I'm meeting her for ice cream at 17:30 and still uncertain as to my follow-up move.
Do you love her?
A strong affirmative. And she has said that she reciprocates.
Then relax. When a woman tells you that she loves you, believe her.
And I think there's the red flag right there. There's the line.
Believe her.
So I don't believe her.
Yeah, that's shitty.
This feels like, I said it last episode, every time they do like a shot of like people just living, feels like a movie set or something.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's so fake. Oh, Eugene, no! He got stood up! Damn it, dude. Oh boy. See, and now we've got Eugene, one of our folks, sneaking in.
Stephanie! Eugene! Are you there? Stephanie! Stephanie!
Those are pretty wild doors they've got there. Like, and now she's like rushing to pack. Like, what is going on?
She get in trouble?
Like, this is just...
Like she wasn't supposed to... She's not supposed to progress in this relationship. I don't think she's supposed to have the relationship.
I don't know. It all... Like, every time we see a scene with one of these characters from Commonwealth, it just... Red flags just pop up and continues to be weird and just... So many questions just keep rising. I think there's still speculation if that's even really Stephanie.
I was about to say that. I was about to say pause. Because I'm like, wait, didn't we decide that we weren't sure if that was really her or not?
Because the Pamela Milton's assistant with the ice cream when we first met them was kind of like the red
What we
flag.
thought,
Yeah.
okay.
Trooper Davis has a story to tell. He wouldn't risk getting kicked out of Commonwealth for no reason.
He didn't. We have a statement from his doctors backing up his PTSD claim.
I don't trust the military doctors any more than I trust the military. Something happened to Tyler Davis. Something that he blames Governor Milton for. Something worth confronting her in public over. And they clearly have a reason for suppressing the truth.
Tyler Davis had a mental health crisis, and only one of those interpretations has the facts to support it.
Oh, shit.
She's talking some shit.
We should be printing what really happened at the Masquerade Ball. But instead, you want to paraphrase what Governor Milton said in her press release.
No, Connie, I want you to paraphrase Governor Milton's press releases so that the next time I don't have to.
And now we have Connie, one of our folks, pushing a story.
All I know is I was told to be here because she didn't show up. You mind?
Damn it. I hate this for Eugene. I hate this.
I know you hate the onion analogy, but I feel like we keep peeling layers off of this onion. We're gonna figure out what the fuck's going on, and we've got a lot of people kind of pushing.
What are the charges against him?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Why is he in there? If this is a mental health crisis, why is he in there?
She's not there.
And then I'd like to make a statement immediately. Recount the details of her last knowns on the record now while this is still fresh in my mind.
Fucking Eugene,
Sucks. Where the hell is she? Where the hell could they have, or where could she have run to,
Yeah.
or where could they have stashed her? Because maybe she feels bad. Yeah, I know, that's really gross. Maybe she feels bad for what she did or what she's doing to Eugene. Maybe that's what's happening and that's why she ran off.
I think it's way bigger than that.
Right.
And what are we dealing with here?
What are we? Drug dealers or smugglers?
We're smugglers, but it's not what you think. This place is not exactly part of the Commonwealth, but they need us and we need them. We use the poppies to make opium for the hospital.
Oh shit, that was poppies. That's why it looked familiar.
Yeah, I knew that field looked familiar. Ozark.
Told you what was gonna happen.
And I asked you to manage it.
Talked him into processing this last batch. Best I could do. Told you they're gonna hold the harvest hostage. They want to raise. I swear they'll let it rot without one.
Let's see what we can do.
Got a fucking thriving poppy farm in the apocalypse. Nicely done.
But they're able to make medication.
Right.
There's a big... Oh, he's got two
two of
axes.
Dude, what is that?
Look at that vehicle.
Damn, dude.
When the CA gave up the search, I decided to investigate Stephanie's disappearance myself. As the hours ticked by with nary a breadcrumb to be found, I let my despair get the best of me. That is until a chance encounter put me on the trail. Sir, I need to talk to you. 1634 Racy. It's an apartment building in Residential 1. Three days ago, you were seen at 7 in the p.m.
I got called in to fix a clogged sink.
Do you remember seeing her there?
No. We done?
Needless to say, I greeted his story with a great deal of skepticism. There were no city service carts on the street that night, nor was he wearing any sort of identifying uniform. I found it very peculiar. The one person I knew was there the night she disappeared happened to have such a flimsy alibi.
Don't fuck with Eugene, man.
What started calling?
He's smarter than all y'all.
Smart but dumb sometimes, you know? Too smart for his own good.
His name is Roman Calhoun, and he is most definitely not a plumber.
Oh, shit.
His base of operations is a building in the warehouse district, which purports to be a purveyor of plumbing services and which on the surface appears to be legitimate. There's lights on at odd hours when they're ostensibly closed, and while people go in and out with a fair degree of regularity, it's usually just the same 4 people over and over.
Look at this fucking guy.
I know, man.
Mastermind of some sort of rogue element.
You think she was kidnapped by the government or something?
Shortly after I began my search, the man who later became known to me as co-conspirator number 2, aka Beanie Hat Man,
Beanie
showed up to Stephanie's apartment with a team of movers, collected all her belongings, took them to an unknown location.
Oh.
That same day, this was found in Stephanie's file at Union Station. A work transfer request signed by Stephanie on the day of her disappearance. The man who filled in for her at the radio room that day told me she gave no notice whatsoever. She knew they were coming for her. When she eluded them, they filed that false work transfer to cover up her disappearance.
Damn.
Her belongings to recover. Now silencing her is the last step in repairing that leak. If I'm right, her only hope is for me to expose them before they find her.
Damn.
So I can't give them what they want. They get a raise, but they earn it. Incentives. Produce more, make more. Best I can do.
That was sketchy.
The fuck?
What happened? The fuck?
Why don't they have their tools, like weapons on them? What the hell's going on?
I don't know.
Oh shit. That was a dope shot.
That was.
Damn, dude, he is fucking covered. Holy shit.
Yikes. Literally from head to toe. Oh, he took out the whole thing.
It's been a month since former Trooper Tyler Davis has been in the hospital under armed guard. What is he being charged with? Does that have anything to do with the fact that the woman he took hostage was your sister?
I was wondering when you were going to figure that out. For the record, the answer is my sister don't have a goddamn thing to do with it.
He was loyal, recommended for early promotion by you. And he wound up feeling like the military was being manipulated by the politicians. If I was you, I would be really interested in who I was risking my life for.
And if I were you, I might wonder why I'm out here digging for answers that we both know will never see the light of day.
Oh, shit.
I feel like Connie needs to be careful.
Very. I'm worried about her.
I feel like she's pushing a lot of buttons that could get a lot of answers that she might not really want.
Yeah.
She's a good journalist, though. She pushes hard.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
You want to break into his apartment?
Yeah.
Duh.
I don't want to get in trouble with Eugene.
Who's the key to cracking this whole thing wide open? I just know it.
Princess has a good thing going, and she likes it. Feels like nothing good could come from that.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do when you blow it open? Like, where are you going to go? What are you going to do?
Yeah. Who are you going to tell? Because everybody's working for the government.
What the hell? Get your hands off of me! Hornsby! You mother puss bucket!
Mother puss bucket? Alright, alright.
What the hell?
It's like they got a nod.
They got a mole?
What's this guy do when it rains on his 10-mile run?
Given our recent lack of precipitation, I know you gathered that data.
Who's here? We have to get out of here.
Come off his range.
Fuck. He's a scary dude.
Hey, there they are. That's them.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
General Mercer, how can I help
Where
you?
is the patient who was in M33 and the soldiers that were with him? He can't be moved without my authorization.
Sorry, but apparently he can.
Uh-oh. Ooh, shit.
Shit's unraveling.
Sorry.
Well, Roman Calhoun is exactly who he says he is. He's a plumber at Ruby's. They've been a little lazy with the paperwork, but they do have a contract with the city. According to this invoice, Mr. Calhoun was sent to Stephanie's building on the night you saw him there to fix a sink in a work area.
This is all bullshit.
He has agreed to not press charges. But you have to leave him alone. Simon. It states you were emotionally distraught and in a paranoid state following the disappearance of your girlfriend. I'm sorry this didn't lead where you thought it would. You were wrong about Calhoun. You need to accept that. Because if you don't, I'm not going to be able to help.
Fuck.
I don't like this at all.
So then where the fuck did Stephanie go? This all feels like a standard cover-up. Here's all the paperwork for all the trails that you think you found that aren't true at all and proves everywhere that he's been. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Conspiracy goes deeper than I initially
Dude,
thought.
none of this is happening. Stephanie broke up with you. Moving guys literally came and took her furniture. Maybe it's not that complicated. When a woman quits her job and moves away without telling you, maybe you should believe that too.
Don't believe it!
I don't think he will.
You can think you know someone and then find out you never even met them.
Ooh, that's telling. That's very telling.
There's a lot of obvious red flags in the dialogue so far about this situation. I think it's obvious that they were getting too close and she had to rush out before the cover got blown.
Yeah, but she said, I love you. Like, that's really fucked up. I mean, the fake... I'm gonna call her fake Stephanie now because this is some bullshit.
I think it's pretty clear now that that's not really her. And there's no way Eugene's gonna stop. The hell? I'm gonna have to do a freeze frame on that and see if there's any other names we know.
Right.
Eugene's gonna get into a lot of trouble, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Whether he figures things out or not, I don't think this... Whether he gets his answers or doesn't, I feel like things are gonna end bad for him. Because he's going down a road that I don't think there's really, like, a way back from.
Yeah, not in this world.
Hey!
Told you I heard something.
Was that Stephanie? Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Dude. Man, this is unraveling fast.
You corroborated Calhoun's bogus alibi. I was certain you were involved with covering up Stephanie's disappearance. But now I realize the depths of my self-delusion. Because Occam's razor should have led me to this conclusion before a well-placed kick to the belly ever did. There was never any Stephanie.
Oh.
Who is she? She an undercover agent? A con artist that owes you a favor? Well, she was very convincing. You used her to pull at my heartstrings and to trick me into telling you everything you wanted to know about our communities. Well, it worked.
Fuck.
She got me to the train mark. You thought I was an easy mark. You split off my friends one at a time, thinking I'd break, but I didn't break. Then she led me to the radio room where we were captured again. You certainly got your money's worth there. I just fell for that one twice. It's the one that told me I could trust you. And I did. Read my book so that she could get any helpful autobiographical information that might serve your needs.
Damn it, dude.
But now that you've gotten everything you wanted, what? No need to continue the ruse?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna make absolutely certain that everybody knows exactly who and what you are.
I would have left that part out.
Yeah, maybe not tell him that, because now...
Now he knows your plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And who or what is that exactly? The villain?
You notice he's in dark clothing now.
Or the best goddamn thing that ever happened to you? I did lie to you. Just like you and your friends lied through your teeth to get inside these walls. But who's keeping score, right? So, I did what I had to do to get you here. And you know what? You should be thanking me for it. It's not my fault you people are too stupid to know a good thing when it landed in your laps.
Wow.
We tried to rip the Band-Aid off when we saw it was getting serious. And I did everything I could to get you to stop looking for her, but you wouldn't. And here we are. At least it can stop now, right?
What?
It wasn't going to get better for your people, Eugene. They were about to starve. And now you're here. And you've got everything from concerts to cancer surgery. And literally, the only thing we've ever asked of you all in return is to be productive members of society.
He's got those crazy eyes going.
Choose to stay. In the balance of things, I still think it worked out in everyone's favor. You probably would too.
That was a disguised threat.
This is so fucked.
Eugene, are you alright? Eugene, I need to talk to you. Taterbug, this is Blue Weevil to Taterbug. Please, come back.
Who are you?
It's me.
Okay, the real one!
I'm the one you were talking to on the radio.
Yep.
Or is this another trick?
No, I don't think it's a trick because her reaction when Tyler, was that his name, had her hostage, she said something that kind of was a red. I forget exactly what she said, but I think it was along the lines of like, I'm like you or something.
Okay, but as when Connie was talking to Mercer, Mercer's like, yeah, that's my sister.
Yeah, I think she is not an insider. I think she's an outsider who has a really prominent position within this community.
Mm-hmm. So Mercer's sister. This is very interesting.
Yeah, I don't think they did a amazing job covering this. I feel like people caught on immediately that it was her that Eugene was talking to. I think the ice cream gave it away, and that Stephanie wasn't really Stephanie.
I think they did that intentionally.
Yeah, I think it would have been a little bit more impactful if it was a little bit more of like a shocking reveal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the big question now is why? What is their ultimate motive in having all that information, helping the communities that Eugene revealed? What is their ultimate play here?
Well, they know where they are. They know what they have. They know what they can do.
I still feel like there's something bigger at play here than just having knowledge and helping. Mm-hmm. And I think it's way bigger. I think it's obvious that it's way bigger. And now the real Stephanie has kind of revealed herself to Eugene. I feel like they're going to have a conversation. It's going to reveal some shit. I feel like Tyler's outburst obviously revealed a lot of stuff. Connie's constant investigation and digging into these stories and her not getting answers is obvious that something big is playing out. And now Mercer has even been taken out of the loop.
Yeah.
Because Tyler was moved and he was like, no one should be moving him without my authority. And then the person's like, well, obviously not. So I feel like even Mercer talking about him, I feel like he's not even fully in the loop with what the hell's going on here.
But I feel like if he opens up to the group, like maybe they can all get some stuff done.
Yeah, this definitely feels like a giant conspiracy.
So are we at the top of the climax of the story, or you think that there's
I think
more?
we're still building.
Okay.
I think we're still building to it because I think we still need to find out the names on that list that Connie received. Tyler was the most recent one added. He was the last one there. So there's a long list of people who are outcasts, as you could put it. If you don't get along, you get kicked out. You become an outcast, kind of like what Magna was kind of talking about that in the kitchen with that other server. And I think, again, the whole onion analogy, I feel like as things keep kind of being investigated into, that onion layers just keep peeling off. We're going to be at the center of this, I feel like, very soon. Or it's going to be like the cliffhanger for this part 2.
Yeah.
And now Lance is like getting close with Carol, which I think is really interesting. And Carol's now owing him favors to get Ezekiel up higher on the surgery list.
Yep.
So
taking her on trips, talking to people, getting more information, advice, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that the intention was to make Commonwealth feel sketchy from the start, because it's obvious that there's so much more going on than on the surface is what they're showing us. And I'm wondering if all those people are like paid actors to be living their days, and like your role is to be this, and if you don't do what you're supposed to, you're gonna get exiled. So maybe the intent is to make it feel like a movie set where it's a bunch of actors just fake living their day, like a Truman Show type of thing.
Or like that other show that we watched, that Marvel show, where it was an entire city that was all created as an illusion. Like, so all the people that are in Commonwealth, the real people can think that it's fine, but everybody working these jobs...
Yeah,
sketchy.
I totally think it's something along those lines because it feels too perfect. It's like these people are on schedule. Like it feels like everyone's on a schedule. It's like, oh, you're on your clock. You got to go walk this way, go order ice cream, take it back and do this and go do your job this way. Like it feels beyond just an unrealistic structure that's playing out here. And yeah, it's just... obviously there's a lot of bullshit going on and just a lot of fake shit playing out. And
Connie called it bullshit.
Bullshit. And again, I think the big question is why.
Yeah.
What is their ultimate motive? Do they want to just take over the communities that they've gotten information on? Like, what is their big end game here? Are they going to like eliminate all these people once they get all the intel and all the resources that they need? Or exactly what is playing out here? Because again, I think there's a much bigger situation than just, oh, we just wanted you guys to come and live here and hang out and just get information and help your communities thrive. Like, no. There's something way bigger.
What if
and it's way sketchier.
Commonwealth equals Terminus?
Yeah, it's definitely something along those lines where it's not what we think it is, for sure. And I'm wondering if it is connected to the MCRN or whatever that other group is called. But we haven't seen Hilltop since this storyline jumped. We don't know what Maggie's up to, and with everyone there, we haven't seen Negan since he walked off. Negan. There's a lot going on still, and obviously we have a bunch of episodes, but yeah, this shit got cracked open this episode, and I mean, I think we all knew it was building to this, so.
Yep.
Anything else?
No.
All right, y'all. Keep those awesome comments flowing. You guys rock the comment section. You guys are awesome. So yeah, leave them all below, and we'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.